from Truckee to Salt Lake City. Salt Lake isn't the final destination. That's just first stop along the trip. I'm headed to Montana. More specifically, Big Sky. Just made the trek from Truckee to Salt Lake. It's about 8.5 hour drive, 9 hour drive. In a Walmart parking lot right now. Got the essentials. Extra water. Beer. Good to go for tomorrow. I do need to pick up snowboard boots at one of the local shops in Salt Lake because mine ripped. I had them for less than a month and the whole side portion of my front foot tore open, so that was unfortunate. Burton's pretty good about their warranty claim, so hopefully it's honored and I can get some credit. I already sent those boots out earlier today in Truckee and found a location where I'm going to pick up my boots tomorrow. After getting my boots, the right size, fitted everything, I am headed to Powder Mountain to ski with one of my dad's buddies. So from one of my dad's friends to another, I mean, can't complain, but got to start meeting people my own age. But yeah, so pretty comfortable here. It's got a good slant, so the bed is actually relatively level. I tried to pack as efficiently as I could. It seems like I have a lot more space now, which is good. Stocked up on food. Already had some dinner. It's probably what, like 9 o'clock now, so it's not too bad. So I wanted to update you guys on a little situation that happened out in Tahoe. Was without my car for a little over a week. My mom was driving my car to Palisades from Truckee, traveling on I-89 when the car broke down. So got a call while I was boarding on the mountain, and I was like, oh great. So my dad and I both stopped, and we headed down to the rescue. It was unfortunate. So she said that she basically lost all traction and that she was unable to drive anywhere. There was a little bit of snow on the road, but not enough to warrant that. We got there and I tried driving it and I was like, wow, this is really bad. The cop was there at the time, or by the time that I got there. So he was actually over the little radio and he was like, yeah, your rear wheel is completely locked up. So I hopped out, my dad and I checked it out, and we kind of narrowed it down to like one of two things. Either the brakes or the axle, undrivable. So we had it towed to a shop in Truckee, and they confirmed that it was the rear brake assembly on the passenger or right side that was, it just completely exploded. I think the word that they used was grenaded, like it just disintegrated. So so check your brakes. I knew that I needed or was going to need new brakes near the end of this trip, but I guess it was just a consequence of failing to check on those. I'm sure that it was also a consequence of all of the added weight and driving on mountainous roads. Like the gradient on some of these roads is kind of ridiculous, just getting to and from a lot of the mountains, especially in Salt Lake. Go up like Little Cottonwood, Big Cottonwood Canyon. Those definitely wear your brakes out a lot faster. The bill for pad and rotors is definitely a lot less than an entire rear brake assembly, so that's a good incentive to go back there and check them out. I guess I was extremely fortunate in this situation, even though my car did break down. My family was here. We had family friends, that obviously the place that we were staying in. Also fortunate is that nobody was hurt. Having the brakes not give out, but having a rear wheel lockup could have been much worse in any other situation. My mom was in like stop and go traffic, so yeah, if you were on any sort of slope or traveling at any speed, consequences could have been much worse. I think that for rear wheel locked up, like that tire could have disintegrated and could have sent you spinning. You might not be able to stop. You'd probably slide directly off the road in a direction you don't want to go in. I'm glad that nothing happened to my mom. I mean, she was probably a little shaken up because she was like, oh no, I just like destroyed my son's car. But it was not her fault at all. It took about 3 to 4 days for the shop to get the parts in. On top of that, it was also a busy time of the year and also a Saturday, so a lot of cars were in the shop. But all is good now. I just made it to Salt Lake. Glad it didn't happen on that leg of the trip. Probably would have been stranded in the middle of Nevada for days on end and having to get a hotel and shuttle my stuff back and forth. But we are continuing with the trip and skiing Powder Mountain tomorrow with family friend again, and then making my way up to Big Sky